Hello everyone, welcome to our lesson 10 today. Well done for you guys for following me throughout the lesson since lesson 1, and it's already the new month, which is May, and we have one more month to meet each other. Selamat berpuasa to all my Muslim students. Yeah, okay, so today we are going to learn the last part of this topic, which is 3.3, solving equations involving functions. Right, this is the last part of chapter 3. Okay, thank you guys for following my lesson. Okay, before we go to chapter 3.3, this last part of this topic, I would like to discuss with you about the questions that I have asked you guys to do, which is exercise 3.2, question 1, 2, and 3. Right? Okay, I'll go through the questions and the answers with you. Okay, please check your answer and compare your answer with mine, and please tick it by your own using red pen. Okay, I hope you copy the questions and did it all by yourself. Okay, or if there's any answers that are not the same, please correct it and fix it. Right, do correction. Right. Okay, question number 1. Okay, find the inverse function. So previous lesson we have learned inverse function. So there are steps that you need to remember. Right, the first one is to replace fx or gx to y, and then interchanging x and y. Okay, the interchanging part is because you need to find because of the input and output. It's because of the inverse, so instead of input it will become output, and output will become input. Right, and then you make y as subject, and there you go, your inverse function. Okay, part A to find inverse, part B first part, second part. Okay, I highlighted the answer by using hashtag, if you can see that. Okay, question number 2. Okay, please don't hesitate to ask me questions if you have any doubt or any steps that you don't understand. You can always text me. Alright. Okay, this is the answer for question number 2AB, and this is the answer for question number 3. Okay, you can always go back to the lesson 9. You can always go back and watch again the lesson 9 to have a clearer information or clearer steps or solutions that you need. Okay, so we continue with part 3.3. Okay, in part 3.3 we are going to do Try It 8. Try It 8. We'll cover Try It 8 and Try It 9 today. Okay, alright, so Try It 8. Let's look at the question. So we are involving equations now, alright, in our functions. Okay, Try It 8 in page 84 in your textbook. The functions f and g are defined by, okay, f and g. Okay, there are expressions there. Solve these equations. Okay, part A, we have fx, which is equals to -3, and we know that fx is already given here, x plus 6, right? So x plus 6, which is your fx, is also equals to -3. Alright, so you need to solve the equation, means you need to find the x, right? Means you need to solve and find the x. So from here you can find your x. Plus 6 become -6, and it's -9. Okay, yes, that's it. That's your answer for part A. Okay, right, part B. Gx equals to 21. Your gx is already given here, which is x squared minus 4x plus 9. So you replace the gx to x squared minus 4x plus 9, and it's equals to 21. Okay, it's equals to 21. So you solve moving the 21 to the other side, become minus 21, and it's equals to 0. You can form an quadratic equation here. so from here we can do our factorization method, using factorization method to find the answer. Okay, you can pause this video and try to figure out the factorization method here. Okay, I will show you. So we have x times x squared, times 2 is 12. Okay, it's 2x and 6x. To get a negative 4x, we put a negative there. So we have a x minus 6, x plus 2. Okay, so x minus 6 equals to 0, therefore our x is equals to 6. And we have another answer, x plus 2 equals to 0, therefore x equals to negative 2. So we have two answers here, which is 6 and negative 2. Okay, alright. So what if we cannot factorize? You can always use quadratic formula, right? Because the question here did say that give your answers correct to 3 significant figures if necessary, right? Okay, let's look at part C. Part C, okay, alright, here. Part C, gx equals to fx, okay, you have a gx equals to fx. And what is your gx? Refer back. Okay, it's a x squared minus 4x plus 9. Okay, and fx is x plus 6, is from the question here. Okay, so we have formed the equation over here and we need to solve this one. Okay, so it will become x squared minus 4x, move the x to the other side, become minus x plus 9 minus 6 equals to 0. So it will become x squared minus 5x plus 3 equals to 0. Okay, okay, so now can you factorize this one? Okay, if you try the factorization method, you won't get any answer. Okay, so what you do here is you use quadratic formula. We have a equals to 1, b equals to negative 5. Okay, I will list down for you. A equals to 1, your b is negative 5, and your c is 3. Okay, so x will be equals to negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4a times c. Okay, then to a. Okay, so negative, negative, positive, and then you will get 13. Okay, you can press calculator for that. Okay, so we have two answers. One is 5 plus square root of 13 over 2, and the other one is 5 minus square root of 13 over 2. So when you press calculator, you will get, okay, you can try yourself, yeah? Try to do it your own. Or 0.697, okay? In 3 significant figure, the question say that, okay? So you have two answers, 4.30 and 0.697 in 3 significant figure. Okay, alright, so that is for Try It 8. So we have done and solved the equations, right? Okay, now we go to Try It 9. A function h is given as, okay, so this part, you can always change it to h bracket x, or h of x equals to x minus 7 over x plus 6. Okay, so do you know what does this mean? X is not equal to negative 6. Okay, why do they write this down? Because they want to tell you that x cannot be negative 6. What happens if x equals to negative 6? If x equals to negative 6, look at the denominator. It will become negative 6 plus 6, which is equals to 0. And from the previous lesson, I told you guys that denominator cannot be 0. Okay, why? Because if denominator equals to 0, it will be undefined. Okay, it will be undefined because you cannot divide by 0. Okay, even if you press calculator, it will be a math error. Okay, alright, so first part A, express H inverse. Okay, H inverse. Okay, you can always write down H inverse like this, or you can write down H inverse of X. It's the same. Okay, it's the same in similar form. So meaning to say that you need to find H inverse. Okay, you need to find H inverse. Okay, so since Hx, I already write down here. Okay, since Hx, H of x equals to x minus 7 over x plus 6. From our previous lesson, I have taught you guys how to do the inverse function. Okay, so first we let Hx equals to y, and then we interchange the x and y become x will become y, okay, if you're already expert and master the inverse function, you can always skip the first and second step. You can go straight away to this third step here, interchanging. Okay, so now your next step is the crucial one, which is you need to find y. You need to make y as subject. Okay, after interchanging x and y, you need to make y as subject. Okay, so here you have 2y. Do you see that? You have 2y here. So what you're going to do is you need to gather the y together. You need to gather the y at one side. Okay, you need to gather y at one side. How? Okay, we move this whole denominator y plus 6 to the left side. So it will become x bracket y plus 6. It becomes times now. Okay, it becomes times because you move everything to the other side. Okay, don't forget your bracket. Okay, so you expand this, xy plus 6x equals to y minus 7. Okay, now you look at your y again. You have y on the left side, you have y on the right side. Now you gather them, it will become xy. You move this y to this side, and this 6x move to the right side. Okay, you move to the right side. So it becomes xy minus y equals to negative 7 minus 6x. Okay, the sign is important. Okay, the sign once you move to the other side is a positive negative thing, right? So next is you have gathered the y together now. Right? So you factorize the y. You take out the y, so it will become y bracket x minus 1. Okay, why is it 1? Okay, if you expand it back, if you expand x times y times x is xy, y times 1 is negative y, correct? Y times this negative 1 equals to negative y. Okay, but you don't need to expand again, or you will get back the previous steps. Okay, so this one will become this. So now that you have y, you have already factorized out the y. So what you're going to do here is you move this whole bracket to the other side, become divide. So it will move down. Okay, since it's a times, you move there, become divide. So everything will be over this. Okay, so you get your answer already, which is your H inverse. Now you replace back the y to H inverse. There you go. This is your answer. Okay. You can have another answer. This one is acceptable. You can stop until here, and this is your answer. Or you can change all the sign. Okay. The negative 7 will become plus 7, which is 7. Negative 6x will become plus 6x over x will become negative x, and negative 1 become plus 1. Okay, or this one also we can accept. Okay, we can have both of these, because if you realize the answer at the back, if you notice the answer at the back of the book is this. Okay, that's why I need to explain to you why it can be that answer. Okay, but we do accept both. Okay, it's the same thing anyway. All right. Okay, now we have found our H inverse. Okay, H inverse. So now part B. Hence, okay, the word hence here means you need to get its link from part A. Okay, part A you have found your H inverse. Now part B, solve. Okay, solve H inverse of x equals to half. Your H inverse, you already got the answer. Okay, you use either one. Okay, let's say I'll be using the one that I've gotten earlier. Negative 7 minus 6x over x minus 1 is from here. Okay, it's from there. Okay, and it's equals to half. Now we need to solve. Remember, solve, we need to find x. Okay, so what we do here is we cross multiply. So negative 7 minus 6x times 2, I put bracket, equals to x minus 1 times 1. Okay, which is still x minus 1. Okay, so here we expand, we will get negative 14 minus 12x equals to x minus 1. Okay, then we gather the negative together, the x together, so negative 12x minus x equals to negative 1 plus 14. Okay, I just move the x and I move the negative 14 to the other side. Okay, so negative 13x equals to 13. Okay, so x will be equals to 13 divided by negative 13, and your x is negative 1. Here you go. You have solved your equation. Okay, so that's it for chapter 3.3. Right, solving equations involving functions. We have finished up our Try It 8 and Try It 9. Okay, so now what you need to do is to do more. Okay, to do more questions and this type of questions. Okay, we have exercise 3.3. Now I want you to do question number 4 and question number 6. Okay, this is page 86. Page 86. Okay, page 86, question number 4 and number 6. Okay, so we will discuss this in our next lesson. Okay, page 86, question number 4 and number 6. Okay, all right. Okay, that's all from me today, right? Okay, and we already finished our topic chapter 3, and you just need to do a lot of exercises. Okay, that's all. Thank you guys. Bye bye.